Throughout the G-Man's cinematic history, we have only seen Godzilla leave behind offspring a few times by laying eggs. One thing to note is that Godzilla doesn't really mate with other Godzilla species. This is because almost every incarnation of Godzilla has been capable of breeding asexually. Put simply, asexual reproduction does not require a male and a female. Reproduction can be accomplished by just one individual. This concept has been seen in many other different universes, including the popular Jurassic World franchise. In the Netflix show Camp Cretaceous, we see the Scorpius Rex literally duplicate itself over a small period of time. The same can apply to our MonsterVerse Godzilla. An interesting take from this comes from some information about the use of Godzilla's character in GVK. Toho stated that Godzilla cannot die in GVK. But if he absolutely has to die, he must have left behind a successor. So let's pretend that Legendary made an outrageous decision to kill off Godzilla in GVK. They would have had to add an additional Gojira infant in this franchise, which proves that MonsterVerse Godzilla is in fact a Titan that can reproduce asexually. Now let's get down to the juicy details. This form of asexual reproduction is known as parthenogenesis, which is basically a form of reproduction in which an egg develops into a clone of the parent without being fertilized. If Godzilla ever decides to leave behind his successor, he would just simply lay an already fertilized egg. This offspring will hatch and eventually grow to be an exact replica of the G-Man himself. In the real natural world, female Komodo dragons are also capable of doing this when needed. Having said this, it is now obvious that the G-Man does not have the need to carry reproductive organs. No dick, no balls, and probably no butthole since this guy feeds on radiation. In conclusion, both the Kong and Godzilla species are titans that share absolutely nothing in common when it comes to reproduction. Kong breeds like us, sexually, requiring a female and male to create offspring. Godzilla, on the other hand, does not require a mate and is capable of breeding using the power of parthenogenesis. No genitals needed. Godzilla has sure done some crazy stuff in the past. For a Titan with no testicles, this guy sure does carry a huge pair. What other kaiju in this universe do you think reproduces like Godzilla?